I always thought sleep paralysis was just a myth until I saw the figure in my room. I never took sleep paralysis seriously. It sounded like one of those strange phenomena you hear about but never really believe could happen to you. That was until a few months ago when I experienced something that changed my perception of reality forever. It started during a stressful period at work, which led to restless nights and broken sleep. One night, I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night, unable to move. My eyes were open and I could see everything in my room, but my body was completely paralyzed. Panic set in as I realized I couldn't move or scream. I felt an invisible force pinning me down. Then, I saw it. In the corner of my room, a shadow darker than the darkness itself. It was tall and had limbs that seemed too long for its body. Its outline was hazy, almost like smoke, but its face, that's what terrified me. It looked like a distorted skull with hollow, burning eyes and a grin that stretched unnaturally wide. The figure slowly moved towards me, gliding silently across the floor. My heart pounded as I struggled to break free from the paralysis, but I was stuck. The figure got closer and closer until it was right beside my bed. I could feel a cold, malevolent presence surrounding me. The pressure on my chest intensified as if something was crushing me, and my vision began to blur. Then, it spoke. The voice was low and guttural, vibrating through my entire body. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but it sounded like a threat, a promise of something terrible. I knew I had to fight back. With every ounce of strength I had, I focused on moving my fingers. Slowly, painfully, I managed a small twitch. The figure recoiled, hissing in anger. The pressure on my chest lifted just enough for me to gasp for air. Suddenly, I could move again. I bolted upright, drenched in sweat, my heart racing. The figure was gone, but the terror remained. The figure returned over the next few nights. Each time, the paralysis gripped me, the figure looming closer, whispering threats. It was like it was trying to take over my mind. I tried everything to stop it, researching sleep paralysis, changing my sleep habits, even leaving the lights on. Nothing worked. I started to dread going to bed, knowing the figure was waiting. Then, one night, I decided to fight back harder. The figure was more aggressive than ever, its whispers louder, its presence almost tangible. I could feel myself losing control, but I refused to give in. I focused all my energy on moving, fighting against the paralysis. Slowly, I lifted my arm. The figure let out a scream, a sound that chilled me to the bone. And then, just like that, it vanished. Since that night, the figure hasn't returned. I still have trouble sleeping, always half expecting it to come back. Was it just sleep paralysis, a trick of the mind, or was there something more to it, something dark and sinister that was trying to take hold of me? I don't know, but I fought back and somehow I survived. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis or seen something you couldn't explain? Do you think it's just our minds playing tricks on us, or is there something more out there? Let me know in the comments. And if you've had a similar experience, I'd love to hear your story. Stay safe out there. You never know what's lurking in the dark.